Triple-digit silver may arrive sooner than many people expect, and that's exactly what we're going to break down in this video. The silver bull market is far from finished, and there are several reasons why momentum still appears strong. Let's take a closer look. Now, while this outlook is clearly bullish for silver, and yes, it could always be proven wrong, the reality is that there are currently more factors supporting silver than working against it. Eventually, this situation is likely to reach a critical point. Before this cycle ends, it's entirely possible that silver could approach $100 per ounce. For me to say that is surprising, even to myself. I almost have to pause and question it. Am I really saying this out loud? Silver is already hovering near $80 an ounce in Western markets. In just a moment, I'll also explain where prices stand in Eastern markets. Before continuing, I'd like to thank the channel sponsor Summit Metals for their reliable service and fast shipping. You can explore their offerings through the link in the description. When you step back and look at silver's performance over the past 10 years, it's honestly astonishing. That's where I want to begin, by comparing where silver was a decade ago to where it stands today. I'm showing this Libertad proof coin set issued by the Mexican Mint to help illustrate that point. Back in 2015, silver was trading at a very different level. The highest price reached that year was around $18.25 per ounce. When you compare that to today's price, pushing close to $80, it really puts the scale of this move into perspective. Silver has traveled a long way. Sure, it's easy now to celebrate, to say, "I told you so," but many people know that I've traditionally taken a more cautious and measured approach when discussing silver's price potential. That's exactly why even mentioning the possibility of a $100 silver feels remarkable to me. There's an article from livemint.com that helps frame this situation well. It notes that silver recently hit a fresh high near $79.70 on the COMEX March 2026 contract. Many analysts believe that late March into April could bring another major shift, possibly pushing prices to the next level. Over the past 52 weeks, silver has risen by nearly 190%, which is extraordinary. This rally is being driven by what analysts describe as a structural shift, a tightening of supply combined with rising demand. Some projections now suggest that silver could reach $100 per ounce in the short to medium term, indicating that the bull run may still have room to continue. One major issue contributing to this shift is the growing strain between the COMEX, the LBMA, and the Shanghai Exchange. These supply imbalances are becoming more pronounced, and there's little indication that the situation will resolve quickly. While some normalization is happening in the LBMA, the COMEX remains heavily stressed, with significant amounts of silver leaving the exchange. According to Panubi, CEO of Enrich Money, silver has been outperforming across the precious metal sector, reaching record highs near $79 to $80 per ounce. This rally is fueled by a combination of safe haven demand, rising industrial use, and ongoing supply tightness. Importantly, pullbacks have been shallow and short-lived, a trend we've seen repeatedly. Silver is now delivering one of its strongest annual performances in decades, significantly outpacing gold under current conditions. Favorable fundamentals and elevated risk premiums continue to support higher prices. Beyond what we already know, additional forces may also further push silver prices higher. One major factor being discussed is Samsung's development of solid-state battery technology. While timelines remain uncertain, the potential impact is significant. These batteries are expected to outperform current lithium-ion batteries, charging faster and lasting much longer. Silver plays a crucial role as a raw material in solid-state batteries. Combined with existing demand from EVs, solar energy, and other industrial sectors, this technology could widen the already growing demand-supply gap. At present, global silver production sits around 850 million ounces per year, while total demand is estimated at approximately 1.16 billion ounces. That gap alone is substantial. Once solid-state battery production ramps up, possibly as early as 2027 for high-end EVs, the imbalance could intensify further. Even without this technology, silver demand from industrial applications continues to grow steadily. At the same time, geopolitical tensions are disrupting key shipping routes, particularly after rising US-Venezuela tensions, placing pressure on exports from major suppliers like Peru and Chile. This situation is not simply about price speculation, it represents a broader structural shift in the silver market, which retail investors should recognize early, as structural changes often result in long-term price revaluation. According to analysts like Anuj Gupta, silver has achieved a clean technical breakout, triggering the next phase of the rally. Upside targets near $100 per ounce are now being openly discussed by multiple market observers. Recent developments in China are also adding fuel to the bullish case. Reports confirm that China will begin imposing silver export restrictions starting January 1st. As a result, silver prices in some Asian markets have traded as high as $85 per ounce, reflecting a premium over U.S. spot prices and creating arbitrage opportunities. All of these factors together suggest that silver's upward trajectory may continue. I'd love to hear your thoughts on these developments. If you found this video helpful and informative, please consider liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Thank you for watching.